What's up, guys? I'm saxophonist Chris Godber. Today I am talking about the Mindi Abair Theo Wanne mouthpiece on alto sax. I remember when this mouthpiece debuted a few years ago. I was at NAMM, and Mindi was there, and people were really excited about it. Out of all the mouthpieces and things I tried that year, this was one of the ones that stood out to me. Even though I didn't get one immediately when I came back, it always kind of stayed in the back of my mind as something that I wanted to try again and see, because the thing at NAMM, it's really hard to tell what you like or what sounds good. It's so loud and so overwhelming, and so many people there, and just the environment. It's really hard to see what you sound like or what something sounds like there when you've got hundreds of sax players in any direction playing on stuff, and some of them very obnoxiously. So anyway, I remember that I thought I liked it, but it was hard to tell. So there's a few other things that I thought I liked that I got, and when I got home and playing it in my environment, and I'm like, So it's just one of those things. And this mouthpiece, I finally got my hands on one. When they debuted, they were $350, and Mindi had told Theo that she wanted to make them affordable, and that was one of the things. And most of his mouthpieces are in the $500 plus range, and so $350 was quite a bargain for a Theo Wanne masterpiece of this quality. And they've jumped up $100 since then. They're $450 now. Nothing's changed that I can tell with the mouthpiece, but just the price. But just FYI, they used to be a little bit more affordable than that. But anyway, jumping into the mouthpiece, typical Theo Wanne fit and finish, nice construction, good quality. It has his usual ligature here that you can use, like little Allen wrench that comes with it to adjust that. I tend to find these a little bit bright, so I use Silverstein on pretty much everything. Also comes with this mouthpiece cap, I guess you can say. It's more only used when you put the mouthpiece away in your case. Can't really use it on a gig, so I'm not a big fan of these. I use the Silverstein Omni caps to go on the mouthpiece itself when I'm on a gig, to protect that. But anyway, the mouthpiece, it's a very bright mouthpiece, as can be expected. It's a it's a high baffle, step baffle, but it does have a unique chamber. It's almost like a prism shape in there, pretty cool. So that does give it a little bit different vibe. Regardless of if you're a Mindi fan or not, you're going to sound like you on any mouthpiece that you play. A mouthpiece is just a tool. It's going to either make you a little bit brighter or warmer, darker, however you want to call the tonal color there, but it's going to just change the brightness or the darkness, maybe a little bit fatter, a little bit thinner sound, depending on what you're going for. Similar to the change in a reed, it can make a big difference in that, but you're still going to sound and play like you no matter what. It's not, any mouthpiece is not going to make you a better player. If you don't already know how to do altissimo, you haven't practiced your overtones and things like that, a mouthpiece isn't going to magically make you be able to hit those notes. You've got to put in the time. Now, with that disclaimer, here we go, play a little something for you guys. guys, so that gives you just a little bit of the Mindi Abair and a more up-tempo song, and then more of a ballad. I'm no Eric Marienthal by any means, but just giving you a little taste of some of the dynamics of the mouthpiece, that it can do. It can do both. You know, it's a bright mouthpiece, but just because you have a bright mouthpiece doesn't mean that you have to play full blast all the time. It's kind of like having a sports car or a big V8 or something with a lot of horsepower. Doesn't mean that you have to floor it all the time and do burnouts. You can just cruise. Think of all the old guys in Corvettes. That's all that they do, right? I'm kidding. But anyway, that's essentially what I think of when I think of a high baffle mouthpiece. The power's there when you need it, when you need to scream and overcome some of those electric instruments. But you can also just lay back and play ballads as well. So anyway, hopefully this is helpful to you and your quest for the mouthpiece. Maybe it answers some of your questions, good or bad, whether you like it or not. This is the Mindi Abair Theo Wanne mouthpiece, and I'm Chris Godber. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out other mouthpiece videos and saxophone related content on this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe so you see more of those videos coming at you soon. I'll see you next time.